Welcome everyone, I'm Jordan Sharp. As we head into one of the final regular season weeks of the NFL, it's time for me to release my player prop picks here from Bet365 Sportsbook. I think there's a lot of value this week, and I have three that I am feeling really good, and I'm ready to add them to my NFL picks for this week. So we'll start it off in Carolina, where the Cleveland Browns are heading into town, and Kelvin Benjamin, who has an over-under of 68.5 receiving yards this week from Carolina. Now, this is going to be a tough one because obviously I think it depends a lot on Cam Newton's status. However, last week with Derek Anderson, Kelvin Benjamin had no problem going off for over 100 yards. So I think either way, this play is safe. And with the Panthers really needing a win here to stay in playoff contention, they're going to go to their number one offensive weapon, and that is, in fact, Kelvin Benjamin. I expect him to have plenty of targets in this game. He's had double-digit targets, and I think in the last 3 of his last 4 games. So really go for Benjamin this week, over 68.5 at -120. I think is a very, very good value here from Bet365. Next one I have for you is Tom Brady, and his over-under passing yards this week against the New York Jets is 285.5. And even though it does look like the Jets might put up a fight this week, they obviously beat New England in the situation last year, but I think Tom Brady either way is going to throw for a ton of yards against that Jets secondary. The Jets have been one of the worst pass defenses in the entire NFL this season, and Tom Brady should have no problem dissecting them this week en route to a win, and hopefully en route to going over 285.5 passing yards here to cash us the over in this one at -115. Now the last one I have for you is just a little bit of a stretch, a little bit of a long shot here, but it does hold a little bit of value, and it's going back to the Carolina and Browns game. But yes, I am in fact going with a prop on Johnny Manziel, but it is a long shot, one that you probably shouldn't go all out on because it is a very big long shot. But if it cashes, Johnny Manziel scoring a rushing touchdown this week is at +350 from Bet365. And as we've seen, he's already rushed for a touchdown once this season when he came in a relief of Brian Hoyer. Putting last week, if he can put that behind him, I think he could have a solid game here. Maybe not passing the ball, but definitely running the ball against this Carolina Panthers defense. Carolina currently this season is tied for second most touchdowns given up to opposing quarterbacks on the ground this season at 3. Only one team giving up more than that to opposing quarterbacks. Now, several teams obviously tied at 3 touchdowns, but I think it could be that Carolina moves up in that rankings here this week if Johnny Manziel can get into the end zone. So at +350, I think the value's there. Go ahead and take Manziel to score a touchdown, as well as the Tom Brady over 285.5 passing yards, and Kelvin Benjamin over 68.5 receiving yards. That'll do it for me this time. Make sure you check out my NFL team prop picks as well. But until then, I'm Jordan Sharp, and this has been another edition of the Sharp Pick.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.